Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, across country, around the world. Welcome back to the Kerbal Space Program yet again. We're in the Moonlander. We've lifted off from the moon, unfortunately in a backwards orbit. So that's going to make things interesting. In the meantime, though, I didn't do it because I was focused on getting into orbit. We are going to ditch the landing legs, the outer fuel pods there, because we don't need them anymore, sadly. But that'll help our thrust to weight. Right now we're actually operating at a 6.81. We want to be up at the higher thrust weight. So those guys are all retracted because I don't want to blow off the solar panels that I still have remaining. And goodbye. Burn away from them just a smidge. Okay. Then we can extend. I don't have these locked to groups yet. That's because MechJeb kind of takes care of some of it. So, let's see. With this kind of an orbit, we want to deorbit from the moons, from our orbit around the moon. So I think you want to burn here to go that away, which should put us back into a Kerbin orbit. And from there we burn and return. Right? This should go out a few hundred. Yes, and it pops. And, oh, it's on an escape trajectory. Oh, that's a problem. So, oh, that's a huge thing. Okay. Let's try here. Oop, wrong thing. Way to go. Come on. Alright, so that gets us into... Ah, that's more like it. That's more like what I want to see. And let's see, burning more here. Yes. Brings down our periapsis as low as we can without taking too crazy long. Yeah. Alright, so that's not too bad. 245, that's great, because we'll have plenty of delta V left to shrink our periapsis. We could even probably enter a proper orbit here. If not, we can at least reduce our speed a lot. And I can do some tricks with that over here. I just learned from Quill18, over his videos, balancing the prograde and the radial. Or anti-radial. No, radial. So, that's cool. And again, we're going to... Shush. We're going to make use of the maneuver planner. We've created a maneuver, we've planned a maneuver, but now we just need to say, execute. And we can watch the ship do its thing. So it's going to rotate and orient itself correctly first. And at some point, I think we collected all the... Oh, I can't click now. It's auto-warping. I think we collected all the information out of there. Oh, so tiny. I don't know what those debris pieces are going to do. They're obviously in a lower orbit, so because I burned a little bit. Alright, 3 minutes coming up on our deorbit burn. This should work. It's a little bit counterintuitive and kind of opposite of what you would think you would do, and what you would do if you were orbiting the correct way. You would burn and orbit that way, but this works. This will work. Trust my maneuver nodes. Trust in your maneuver nodes. That's a good saying to live by. Pop. That brings us down to where we want to be. Awesome. Beautiful. Great. So it means we spend longer in orbit. That's not the end of the world. Go away. So we are now on an escape trajectory from the moon. Ooh, a little funky, but not the end of the world. That's not a big deal. If you're just returning, you can return and deorbit and burn any way you want to. Let's auto-save. Or quick save, rather. Warp to there. What do we got? Nah. Go away, you. Come on. Beautiful. Focus on me. Alright, what's 4 times acceleration? Cancel that guy. He'll go away. Shush. Bloop, 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 bloop. Funny things. Alright, so that is now our orbit. Cool. So now... T? There we go. Whew, I got scared for a second there. Turn the ship retrograde. Oh, it turns much better now that it doesn't have those 4 outer pods, which is great. Our apoapsis isn't horrible, but it's not great either. Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at that. We need to do need to lower our periapsis. That number was climbing down much faster. I was like, 12 million? What? But that's not... Yeah. This guy. Yeah, we'll have lots of delta V left over after this. Oh, 2 days. That's not too bad. Getting down there. And that's good for starters. Actually, no, I'm going to go ahead and set for... we're going to set for a 35 kilometer periapsis. That'll bring us into the atmosphere, just skimming the thick stuff. Plus, when we get down there, we're going to fine-tune and hopefully close our orbit a bit tighter, just so that we enter the atmosphere a little bit slower. Aha! Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, drifting line point things. It's going to fluctuate until we get closer. It can only estimate. Alright, so our apoapsis... time to apoapsis is good. I'm not going to make that mistake again. So we are orbiting this away, which is fine, which is ideal, which is great. We're going to go ahead and warp up to... Actually, really quick, I want to make sure I've gotten all the experiments. Let's see. Yes. Yes. As long as it doesn't say take data, store data, something. Oh, review data. Keep. Okay, so I need to collect the... I'm going to open it just so I know which one it is when I'm EVAing. I need to collect the solar data. No. Not the heat shield. Oh, so there is data there too. I need to take both of those. Nothing there. Wait, you're the... Yeah. Oh. Open that just so I know again which is which. Nothing there. Magnetometer, already did that. And goo. Back where we were. Okay. So let's take out Bob. He can reset them. Not that we need them again, but he can reset them. Alright. Alright, buddy. Take the temperature data. Take the pressure data. Awesome. Alright, so you got that one, which is great. Now this will be a trickier one. No. Haha! Got it. As he clips through the sensor itself. Oopsie, not that way. Not that way. Alright, and let's see if you are gonna go flying off the ship this time. Boop. Boop. Grab. Board. Cool. So we got some science data. Good. Toggle those sensors. Toggle the collectors. Alright. Now that the housekeeping is all done, we're going to go ahead and time warp up to here. It's only a day. That's not bad. Whew. Good. Do I have a bunch of rescue missions? I think I've done some of these. I think I've done those too, maybe. Anyway. Alright, so we're going to be coming in pretty quick when we get to the planet. We've got 800 and some odd Delta V. So, what you want to do is actually aim almost where we're pointed right now. That's pretty good. What? Oh, yeah. So the trick, if you burn retrograde, you're going to lower your periaps. So we're going to lower it any more. If you burn radial, you're going to skew the whole orbit around from where you are. So if you burn kind of between, you do a little bit of both. You slow yourself down and you skew it around. So we're just going to really lightly. So that's decreasing. So we want to burn a little more radial. Come on. Really? Unless maybe I want to burn in the opposite direction. Oh my. That could be entirely possible. Are you... What's going on, dude? Turn it around. Huh. That was weird. Didn't really want to do it. I don't understand. Nope, not that one. Then we'll try radial. Huh. I thought I had it. Well, my SAS and Navball weren't behaving quite like I thought they would. There we go. Okay, so it is that one. It is radial. I guess I had it on the wrong one. Yeah. Let's see. Camera. No. So, again. Nope, that's prograde. Go to the opposite side. So again, we want to slow ourselves down, and yeah, it's about here. Don't want that to raise up too much, so you switch back to a little more retrograde, and that should, yep, start dropping it. So it's all about finding that balance. Oof. So sluggish. Alright, let's do a little more retrograde. Yeah, you can see it is slowly bringing down our apoapsis. It is slowly, well, it looks like we're increasing, but it is slowing us down. It is burning off speed, which is good. See it slowly, our apoapsis is shrinking. We can set the number here, but the visual is nice to see sometimes too. Ooh, there we go. 33. Let's pull that a little more. That away, we can raise it back up to about 35. And when we got all this extra fuel, might as well use it. So we should look about 1/3 just to speed this along. between like 5 degrees of difference makes all the difference. Okay, there we go. Yeah, now you can see it's definitely slowing us down, which is desirable. So we'll we will be coming in at like 22 versus 32 or 3.2 meters per second. So we'll come in at 2.2. Alright, so that's pretty good. That's going to help us a lot. We're going to go ahead and actually warp up a little bit further, and we're going to keep doing the same thing, though. Still have a little bit of delta V, so this will... Ooh, so we are still coming in fast, but we burnt off 800 delta V. That's the speed we would have been going anyway. Okay, that's getting a little... no, nothing is set as target. Okay. Oh, no. We want to lower that again. What? Are we out of the... Are we... Oh, we're in the atmosphere. Alright, well in that case, retrograde, burn it all, slow it down. I didn't realize we were that close. Oopsie. What do you want? No, can't. So it doesn't... Oh, I do recover that part. Then let's do it. Alright, so we burnt off all our fuel. Keep. And toggle the doors. Burnt off all our fuel. Actually here. I just want to turn it. Goodbye. And retrograde. Ooh, as we're getting speed effects. We were coming in quicker than I thought we would. But it's not horrible. Alright, delta V's gone. Don't need that. At this point, it's a fairly standard re-entry. Well, periapsis ended a little bit lower than I meant. But we should be okay. We're coming in... we have a minute and a half till we hit there. So we have a lot of time to bleed off our speed. Lots of time to bleed off our speed. There's your other stage. Try to keep an eye on that. See if it blows up. And that should, well, it's got some lifting, but it should fishtail around so that the engine is pointing down, I think. Eventually, maybe. Alright, so we are starting to slow down. Hopefully. Yeah, this is still fairly shallow. We could skip in and out again, like Valentina did that first time. Can't stand that, though, when it happens. How's our power? Yeah. Holding with these guys, it actually takes more power than just holding with stability assist. Just kind of set and then manually taking care of it. Because the reaction wheels inside are constantly adjusting. Wow, look at all that flame. You can't hardly even see the ship. I think it's because all the way that the universal storage bits sit there, the way it's modeled, I think it uses them. It quote burns them. They're not taking any of the impact. They're not even heating up because the ablator should be absorbing all of that. But they get the effects. Alright, so we are going to be dropping down below 28,000. We are still slowing down. We're not quite at 1G yet, though, but we are still slowing down. It should be just fine. Yeah, our apoapsis is slowly creeping down. Soon it'll flip, and we'll be coming in for a landing. Sadly on the night side, but what can you do? Yeah, periapsis is now in the thicker part of the atmosphere. We're about to hit the 30s, which is the beginning of the thick stuff. I think that slightly lighter blue marker, that middle marker there, is like 24, maybe 25,000. It's about when that thing went. So yeah, now our apoapsis, yeah, our periapsis, boop, is inside. Our apoapsis is gonna catch up to us pretty quickly. We're gonna land somewhere over here in the desert or the Badlands, whatever this is over here. 29. So for me, a nice kind of rule of thumb and making sure like you're gonna survive is not those mountains. No, is this number should always be bigger than this. You know what I mean? Like we're at 19, we're at 28. If this number is bigger than this, you're probably gonna have a bad time. We are bleeding off. We're higher than 1G. 24, 25. No, this must be at like 20. That it gets the thicker. I'm sure the tick marks mean something. Maybe that tick mark, that big tick mark means 25, which means 25, 20, 15, 10? No. I think these don't mean altitude. I think these color thingies have to do with the density levels of the atmosphere. If you land on Eve, your needle would actually be way over here because it's so much denser there. Alright, we're down to 1500. We're slowing down at about 2 Gs, getting pushed into our chutes a little bit. Oh yeah, what happened to our thing? Did we watch it? No, we missed it. It might be that. That might be slightly more aerodynamic. Yeah, that's it. Might be more slightly or a different type of aerodynamic, so that it was able to have a little more lift and stay up higher. It'll blow up at some point, but all right. So we're slowing down enough. We're about to hit the thick atmosphere, but we should lose those flame effects in just a moment. Yeah. Whew. Let's see, where are we? Oh, pretty close. Not too bad. A little bit hilly. Temperature, yeah. EVA? Nope. Not gonna happen. Pick up our surface info. Temperature keep, yay. We'll see. I might. Oh, crew report. Kerbin's deserts. Cool. Keep. No EVA yet. Let's go ahead and turn this off. T. We should. Yeah, it should aerodynamically kind of go where you want it to go. All right. So we're slowing down. Still. Ooh, yeah. So we are about a kilometer or so higher than the ASL, than sea level, maybe more. But that's fine because we're about to. Yeah, cool. We can now deploy our parachutes. We're gonna go ahead and do that. Oh, I missed the saddle. I missed the launch. I was gonna do an EVA report, but no. Anyway, in that case, then we're gonna wait till we get down a bit further, just so that we have, just so that the parachutes don't, just so we don't take forever to get down to the ground. Blech. Words can be hard. Cool. Alright, so we're at 4. We're going to hit the parachutes at about 3, I think. Any later than that, you really run the risk of having a bad time. Cool, so we're slowing down at about 2 Gs. Following the seat. Sorry, fun Kerbal noises. Alright. About to hit the 1K mark, and they should fully deploy. Whoop, there it went. I heard it. I heard the kaboom. And there's our parachutes. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright. And now we just wait. Physics warp up until we're down. Alright, so we are down in the desert. The game actually crashed as I was coming into a landing, only a few hundred meters up. I don't know what happened. I think sometimes when it loads the ground scatter, it's there's too much data and my computer just goes "Merp" and freaks out. Apparently with the new 64-bit version of 1.1 Kerbal, loading gets better. But anyway, so we're down in the desert. We were able to take a magnetometer scan, atmospheric pressure scan, and a mystery goo observation. I don't think... Yeah, I guess I've EVA'd in the desert already. So anyway, we're here. We're down. Let's recover. Collect. Alright, we're going to try this again. The game has crashed twice on me, which is interesting because I had it crash on me before landing space planes over the desert. And here we are in the desert again. It crashed once while I was coming in for landing with the parachutes deployed, only a few hundred meters left to go, and it crashed just now a few minutes ago when I went to recover the vessel. At least now when I could restart it and it was poop, it was here the second time, or the first time I mean. The first time I had to I reloaded the game and I had to deorbit again. This time at least it was landed when I came to the space center. So here goes nothing. We'll try to recover, and we'll see if I can, or if it crashes again. Alright, so after 3 failed attempts to deal with this ship, it crashed on me 3 times. And it's weird, it's over the desert. That's when I usually have it crash, it's over the desert for some reason. There's something about the desert that the game just does not like for some reason. I really don't understand what it is, though. Anyway, first time it crashed as it was landing with the parachutes deployed and floating down. I had to go back and deorbit again. And then it crashed twice more on trying to recover from the ground. So you know what? I'm not going to try it. We're going to recover it from here and deal with it. Should we want to recover? Yes, recover. So we got all the science. Ooh, nice, nice. Next. Got some money back for the parts, which is good. And we got... Oh, good. They advanced to level 1. Awesome. Done. Cool. Boy, that was quite the headache trying to get that guy to come back in. Like I said, something about the desert that just doesn't like me. I've had issues there before with space planes crashing. Alright, so back at the Kerbal Space Center, we'll wrap this up in just a bit. I have 6 million Kerbal Space Bucks over this. That's the more than I've ever had. I don't know what I did. Wrong thing. I don't know what I've done to get that much, but we're actually going to upgrade this guy to the full-on science thing. Yes. Actually, no, we're just going to go ahead and upgrade just about everything. Good. Oh, this is the administration building. Not that useful now, but later on, now I can get better strategies. So, in the future, once you use up all your science and something else to research, I like setting it up this guy so that it turns your science into funds. And you can make this up to be... takes all the science and... yeah, it gives you money. But that's a big science setup, so not yet. But eventually I want to do that. Eventually. Yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade everything because we can. Fully upgraded, oh, and let's upgrade the runway too. Alright, so our Kerbal Space Center is fully upgraded. Nothing left to upgrade, which is great. We look so fancy schmancy. Yeah, that was a pain. Let's see. Vector, no. Recover a module, no. Alright, so we'll wrap up this in just a bit. We still have a few missions for like a flag on Minmus, scientific data from Minmus. Oh, build orbital station. And a few, and a rescue or two, and space tourism. Oh yeah. I'll probably do the rescuing. I got a couple of guys to rescue from orbit. Kerbo and RT. Got to build a station and dock 2 vessels. Those would be the same thing. To do that, though, I really want a couple things. Is it here? No. Ooh. Ooh, the remote guidance unit is good. And the bigger batteries are good. Yes, I want those guys. These are $550 each. And there's also... what are you? Eh. 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 Oh, I thought it was... Oh, this is what I want. This is really what I want. I want the Rockomax hub. Oh, these are off things. But I want the Rockomax. That's kind of the big ones I want. Because from this guy, you can branch out in a whole bunch of different sizes. I think... Do I have the large? MechJeb. Final MechJeb features. Remote. Station core. No. No. Must have already got it. There's a bigger... Unless it's up here. It's not there. Yeah, that's new. Anyway, there's the bigger docking port that I want, and that's cool to have. It's not? I must already have it then, and I didn't even realize it. Because that's a battery pack. That's the Mark II drone core. That's a remote guidance unit. Ion drives. And here's resourcing, which is awesome. And advanced resourcing. We'll get there later. But for now, I want the meta materials. Grappling hook. Oh yeah, some other cool things. Oh, big ones. Oh, there it is. Docking port senior. Duh. That's what you want. So I think in my off time, I'll go ahead and go through some of the rescue missions, and then I will go and I think on the next episode or two, we'll start piecing together our satellite. Gotta figure out what else to buy. I don't need big landing wheels. I don't need rover stuff. Not yet. What are you? Atmospheric sensor. Been there, done that. Here's some other Mark II stuff, and then you also get into like space shuttle style things, Mark III things, which are nice too. But I might want to get... Yeah, I think I'm going to get the big battery banks. Yeah. I know I kind of jumped ahead on a few of them, but that's what I want. Otherwise I can't afford any of these. Are these 300 or 330? 300. Then we can go and get the big fuel tanks just to be ahead of it, or else wheels. Nah, fuel is always good. That way we're closer to getting the very heavy rocketry and the biggest fuel tank. What is this? Oh, right, nano something. Anywho, so yeah, spent all of our science already. Pity, but at this point now that we've been to Minmus and Moon on a few places, now we can send... Well, we can send ships and land at different locations. We can land on the poles. We can land on the different craters. You can actually go into the Science Center. I haven't shown this yet. Science Archives. And you can look at Kerbin, Moon, and you can see the biomes. Midlands, East Crater. So obviously, we've landed in the Midlands. Anywhere else, it's been in space low. In space low. In space low. So these are all the EVAs, orbital telescopes that we've done. Because they are biome specific. So we could go back there. Same thing with Minmus. Highlands, Midlands. Yes, we landed on the flats. We could go back and land it somewhere else. And the lesser flats. Space just above. Landed. Flats. Landed. Yeah. So we could go back and hit up lots of other spots and do that. I think we do have some transfer windows coming up soon-ish. I think, yeah, I'll do some rescue missions. We'll piece together the space station on a few over a couple episodes or two, or maybe just one, just showing you the docking in space. I do want to send a probe to Moho and to Jewel. Duna, we're going to send an actual manned mission, though. That'll be pretty big. I've never actually gotten a Duna. I think I sent a satellite there once, but I haven't actually gotten the Duna with a dude, with a Kerbal, so that's going to be fun. Anywho, that was a little messy. What do we got? Milestones. Yay, we returned. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. If you like, hit subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell your neighbors. Whew. I will catch you later.